Hello everybody and welcome to a new squad builder. This one is going to be 3 squads built around David Neres. Squads will be 300k, 600k and a million. This card looks really good, to be fair. He looks sick. I've played against him as well. He's one of them players where his end product isn't like amazing, but his pace and dribbling are like such a pain to like control, to deal with, if that makes sense. But anyway, that was just a quick review on the player. Let's now get into the first squad. So the first squad is going to be in the 4-3-3 with the 2 CDMs. We're going to begin in the goalkeeper spot, and the goalkeeper spot is going to be Donnarumma. And the back line will consist of Awusu. He is a foundation player that you can do from completing the set of 3 players where you play squad battles or rivals. He's going to be the only player that is like an objective or other SBC card. I've tried to keep it to cards that you can buy, whether that be like coins and stuff. So yeah, he's going to be the only other SBC player in the team. And we've also got Kimpembe, who is solid, and he's very cheap now as well. We have Marquinhos, who's coming in at around about 40k, and Donnarumma is again coming in around about 40k. And at left back we have Renan Lodi. Is that Lodi? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But yeah, if my voice sounds a bit weird, it's just because I'm a little bit ill at the moment. But yeah, it is what it is. But let's move into the midfield. So, and the midfield is made out of Gravenberch, who will be making an appearance in quite a lot of these teams because his card looks absolutely ridiculous. And also he's a perfect link to Neres. We have De Jong in midfield. He's a lot cheaper than he used to be now, but he's still an absolute beast. We've also got Marcos Llorente in the midfield as well. And the attack is made out of course, David Neres, who, like as I said at the start, looks absolutely incredible. And he's done by completing the SBC. I think it's an 83 and 185 rated squad, I think. We also have Bergwise, whose card, I haven't used him, but I noticed this guy, and his card looks incredible. The only downside probably is his strength. Apart from that, like, this card looks insane. And again, he'll be making quite a few appearances as well, just because he helps get the link, and he is just really good. And then we have Dan Juma at the left wing. It's mainly just because he's Dutch, but he has got a pretty solid card. And this team will set you back 250k, which I think is quite cheap for what team you're getting. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. And the second team will cost you 550k. That is on the Xbox, by the way. PlayStation will probably be around about 800k. But let's get into it. So let's begin with the goalkeeper. So in goalkeeper position, we are going to be beginning with the Adidas numbers up to Stegen. So he'll be getting a upgrade, I think, in his reflexes. And we'll be going up to a 93 throughout the course of the game. But I've only put this guy in here because I came up against him and he was saving everything. And he was so annoying. I couldn't beat him. So I thought, perfect, chuck him in. Yeah, let's move on to the defensive back line. So the back line will consist of Ferland Mendy, Eder Militao, the new Diego Carlos, and 86 Jesus Navas. You can upgrade the Jesus Navas to the 87 if you have enough coins, and you can also upgrade the Eder Militao to the 86 if you have enough coins. This back line is solid, they're all really good. Your Jesus Navas, he'll be used more as like an overlapping attacking right back, and then I would keep Mendy back. And yeah, so we're gonna have Jesus Navas more as your like attacking option. That's if you like to play that way. Otherwise, you can have them both back and then just put a sentinel on him just to boost those defensive stats and the physicals. Anyway, let's move on to the midfield. Right, so the midfield will consist of De Jong, David Neres, Fernandan, I can't remember how you pronounce this, Morientes, the Foot Hero card, and Vinicius Jr. I have done these because I think it's always good to have like a tall striker, because I'm making this team in mind of having of playing the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So having the tall striker with a quick striker will be very handy. But what I have also done here as well, if you have the new Benzema card, you could just slot him in there and then just replace him instead. Because this Benzema card is fantastic. But if you haven't, then Neres is not Neres. This guy is a good option. But yeah, but if you have the Benzema card, chuck him in there because he's sick. So we're going to have Bergwijn again. He will be like our cam in the team because I just think this guy looks sick, and he also links to. It helps get these guys the the links, and these guys will be on 10 cam as well when you have loyalty and put them in the right position. Yeah, and this team, like I said, will cost you 550k on the Xbox. But let's move on to the next squad that will set you back around about $1 million. So the final team, which will be costing $1 million, will be in the 4-3-3 standard formation. And let's begin with the goalkeeper. So in the goalkeeper position, we are going to begin with Alisson, and the back line will consist of. So our back line will consist of Furlong, Mendy, Varane, Van Dijk, and the I can't remember what it's called. The Rule Breakers, Alexander-Arnold. And let's move into the midfield. Right, so the midfield will consist of Rule Breakers, Casemiro, Rule Breakers, Foden, and in form Roberto Firmino. And the attack will consist of. So the attack will consist of Vinicius Jr., in form Gabriel Jesus, and David Neres. Jesus is going to be on, I think, 6 chem, which is quite bad, but looking at his card, he will be quite solid, and he will be one of your striker options. He's the only one in this team that will be on low chem. The rest of them will be good. I know some of you might be looking at this Casemiro card and being like, what the fuck, why is he there? But I've actually heard really good things about him, and he'll just be your he'll be your CDM in front of your centre backs. Because again, I've made this team with 4-1-2-1-2 narrow in mind, and he'll be your single DM, and you'll just tell him to stay back, and he'll do great at cutting out the passing lanes and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is the team, and this team will set you back around about $1 million coins. If you guys have enjoyed, I've tried to do it a little bit different by not showing the price ranges instead of just saying the price of the squad, because I found that I tend to ramble on a bit, and maybe this will help you go a bit quicker. But yeah, so if you like the video, subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.